Hello, and welcome to episode 59 of Checkpoint Chat. Not the nice episode.
Yeah, we've just made many jokes. Which you
Many
guys
inappropriate
will have
jokes.
to wait 10 episodes to hear.
I'm Alessandro Barbosa. That's Matthew Fig,
I'm
making
Matthew.
inappropriate jokes on my behalf.
No, we didn't make any any inappropriate jokes when
That's
we
a lie.
won't.
That's a double negative.
Okay, so therefore we did. But in 10 episodes' time, we're going to let loose with all the 59 plus 10 episode
59
jokes.
plus 10 jokes.
We've got to keep this clean, you know, don't want to chase the children away.
If children are listening to this podcast, we're in trouble.
Well, my brother's told me that sometimes he picks up his daughter and godchild.
listening?
And he's like, he wants to listen, but he can't because sometimes there's some wild swear words. So it's like, I guess I won't then.
Yeah.
So I've got to keep it clean.
Got to keep it. At least he knows. I've been bad with marking. I don't know. iTunes is like, do you want to mark this episode as explicit? I'm like, explicit seems so far away from what we are.
It's like there was one F-bomb.
Yeah. It's like
Explicit.
It's almost like if movies are like, do you want to be PG or R18? It's like, can't we have a little bit in the middle?
PG 16.
Yeah. Or PG 13 where you're allowed one
Imagine
F-bomb.
PG 16, like parental guidance 16.
I mean,
Oh,
growing
no.
up, that I felt like a lot of my friends did that
Anyway, yeah.
It's like, watch this rated 16 movie with my parents. I'm like, man, you're
Why
so
would
lucky.
you do that?
You're so lucky, man. I watched the first Resident Evil. I'm like, damn, I want to watch that movie.
You lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
This episode 59.
Yeah,
The clean episode.
The clean episode. I think we've already broken that rule.
Yeah,
I think
it's
I've already
gone.
sworn about twice. So
I
I saw a meme going around the other day where I think it was the Lord of the Rings thing. It was like, Lord of the Rings was rated PG-13, which means it was allowed one F-bomb. Where would you put it?
What? Oh, no.
And the best was that that image of Frodo, you know, where he's like, keep your secrets from Gandalf. So it's like, keep your fucking secrets. Killed me. It's like, you have my sword and my bow and my fucking axe.
So is that PG-13? Is it mean
Apparently
like
that's
one
a thing.
F-bomb?
Yeah, apparently that's
That
a
is
thing.
such a... I need to think about
That's why you always go to watch those PG-13 movies and they drop one F-bomb. You'd be like,
Now I'm just thinking now, when Gandalf's about to fall, he could say, flee, you fucking fools.
it would have been far more appropriate.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Fucking idiots, go.
Go, run.
Run. I'm literally dying for you.
I need to go find that. Was it Reddit thread? or something?
Yeah, I just saw the
That's
image floating around and it made me laugh a bunch.
Shit, that is such a good... Because now I'm just sitting thinking like, all these memorable lines.
You could put them in like Avengers as well.
Shit, we could sit and think about all the PG-13 movies you could drop them in.
I am fucking inevitable.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so fucking good. Wow, that works with everything.
Oh my God, that'd be great. Oh, jeez. Yeah, now I'm just thinking of all the like inappropriate places.
Now
in
we
Avengers.
have to mark this episode explicit.
Yeah, no,
It's
definitely.
happened
This
now.
is PG-16 because we've dropped more than one F-bomb.
I know. What do we have to do to get to PG-18?
PG-18.
Whoa, where did that stripper come from?
If this was a video podcast,
I know.
it would not be allowed on YouTube right now.
Yeah, it would be banned.
Matty's getting naked.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, it's pretty
on?
cold in here, but he's just
Yes,
doing
it
his
is so
thing.
cold.
Yeah.
Look away.
Were we drinking our
Are
weight in
we
sugar?
are we cheating on Red Bull? Yes, we are. Alessandro rocked up in his car. He's like, here you go. Do you want a Monster? And I was like, this is not Red Bull. Does your wife know about this?
This pipeline punch flavor is so good.
It's really good. It's also packed with sugar, we've discovered. Much to our... No shock there. We knew it was packed with
Because
sugar.
I don't like regular Monster. Like, I think it tastes pretty shitty.
I don't mind.
And then these two flavors, it's this one and this other one that looks like a Day of the Dead thing. It's like a fruit punch
Yeah.
thing. They're so good.
I want the job. I want to be the dude who comes up with the names.
Oh,
These products.
okay.
What the hell is pipeline punch?
For some reason, it reminds me of like a Tony Hawk thing. Like you're skating a pipeline and you punch someone.
Or
Throw a
you
can of
fall
Monster
and
at them.
the pipeline punches you in the face.
That's true. Yeah,
that's more.
I mean,
more in
no
line.
one's ever asked how how the pipelines felt about being grinded on.
Exactly. Whoa. Okay, this comes with taurine. Okay, we all know taurine, right?
Taurine's the stuff in Red Bull as well.
Okay, but
isn't it?
what? Yeah, but everyone knows it. What the hell is L-carnitine and
L-carnitine,
inositol? Wow. There's a lot of bad
Chemicals.
stuff in here. Yeah.
Chemicals. We once had like a marketing workshop in primary school. It was from one of my friend's dads. He used to work for that fragrance, Mum for Men. It was like Axe or whatever. But he basically owned the brand, so he knew a lot about marketing. And he was like, you know, when you watch shampoo adverts and they're like imbued with this and this chemical and this and this, he's like, half of those things don't exist. Like,
What?
they're used as marketing terms, and even though it's like pretty shitty to market things that don't exist, no one really checks up on
What
it.
the hell?
Yeah. He's like,
So you can just make up words.
it sounds scientific and people trust it.
Oh, okay. Well, none with that knowledge in mind. Okay, so no taurine's a thing because a lot of these energy drinks have them.
Isn't taurine from like bulls or something like that?
I don't know. Inositol. It sounds made up.
Sounds like insulin.
Carnitine definitely made up.
Isn't carnitine is weird because carne is like meat in Portuguese.
Oh my god! So we've got
meat
This is not
flavored monster.
vegetarian friendly. I'm drinking meat right now.
Do you know that so many jelly babies aren't vegetarian friendly?
Yeah,
Gelatine.
they've got gelatine. Yeah,
I didn't know until fairly recently that gelatine is like an animal
an
product.
actual animal product. Yeah, but jelly
And then I
babies are
tried
good.
gelatin-free jelly babies from Woolworths.
That-
They were okay.
Are those the ones that are like covered in dust, whatever? No.
No. Those are just covered in fucking sugar, as if like they aren't
But
sugary.
make it sound like it's a bad thing.
I mean, it's like, let's take these jelly babies
Let's
and then just
dunk
douse
them in sugar and then
yeah.
inject them with sugar.
Yeah.
And make sure that they are made of sugar.
And then also not
And
vegetarian.
then you read the packet and it says 100% sugar. You're like, whoa, okay. Then you die.
There's a great special.
Diabetes.
There's a great special at Woolworths now for chocolate. I've been dying.
Wait, what is it?
Like
It's
33% off Lindt and stuff
it's
like
Lindt.
that.
Yeah, why do they have
Well,
that special?
it's all for chocolate. It's like all their chocolate.
Really? Is it still on?
Yeah.
Hold on, calling Lens.
There's a branded chocolate they sell called De Villiers. It's like from a chocolate place in Cape Town.
From the cricket player, Fani de Villiers.
Fani de
He thought,
Villiers.
my cricket career's done. I need to make sure I
chocolate.
have some money coming in still.
There's a flavor. It's sea salt and caramel. It's so
That's good, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's like a good pairing.
Oh, I love it so much.
Yeah, but Lenska and I have this thing that it doesn't matter how tough things ever get, we will always have chocolate in the house because it's good. We are chocolate
What Lindt do
fiends.
you like?
I like I suppose it's just the red box, the red.
Oh, those little balls?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
really
good.
good. And
They're
she
really
likes
good.
the same, but the black ones, the dark chocolate,
those are
also
good.
really good. Yeah.
I like the slab that says extra creamy.
Oh,
It's
sounds
really
good.
And then the dark chocolate's always.
I'm hitting
a
Woolies
favorite.
after this. Is it still on special? I
Oh
wonder.
yeah,
Oh,
you can even
boy.
get chuckles on special.
Chuckles are my favorite. They're not my favorite,
There
but
are
they're
people
really
that
good.
say chuckles are shit, and
You should
don't
not-
need negativity.
You don't
like
need
that
those
in
people
life.
in your life. You should just cut them off
Like,
immediately.
there is no world where chuckles are worse than like tumbles or
Oh,
whispers
no.
or whatever. Chuckles are fucking
No, those
amazing.
people, you don't need them.
Yeah,
You should
but
just
only
cut
the
them
red
off.
packet. The other chuckles are fine.
I don't mind them, but yeah, the red packets.
the shortbread
red
ones
packets
are pretty
life.
good.
That's orange packets, I think.
Yeah,
They're good,
yeah,
yeah.
because yellow's biscuit.
Sorry, now we're on chocolate. Did you ever try those, I suppose they were limited edition chocolates. I've told you about them off air. The ones that have like speckled eggs. It's like a stab of chocolate,
With speckled eggs
but
in them.
speckled eggs in
I know
it.
you told me, but I've
And-
never had that.
And there was one with tumbles as well, the shortbread one. Really good, both of them. Would recommend.
I would eat that. Yeah,
Speckled eggs one is so good.
I still like every now and then.
Chocolate.
And every now and then I get a craving for the Milky Bar with Smarties in them. So good. Because I'm not a huge fan of white chocolate because I think it's overly sweet. But
The Milky Bar with jelly tarts.
no, okay, no.
Oh,
No, you've
okay,
lost
I don't
me.
need you.
No, no.
Get out my house.
This is my house.
Not anymore, dude.
Let's check one chat. That has
we-
been your random 10 minutes.
We talk
of-
about chocolate.
Yeah.
And sometimes games.
It was very difficult doing that with Glenn because he had no idea what was going on. He's like,
like,
aren't
what?
we here to like podcast about something and not
Like,
just shoot
no.
the shit? Like,
Like, no, we had to do both of them. I
yeah,
mean,
we had
that's,
to do both. Yeah, yeah. But I'm not promising that we're getting to newer games this week because Matty's back to old ways.
I'm back to my old
Fucking hell.
way. Well, how dare you?
How dare you? Let's start with that. You're playing Dota 2 again, and it's like when a parent finds out that I'm trying to think, like when a parent finds out that their child like lied to them about a score on a test. You're just
And
like,
then-
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, this is me.
Here's like how I can put in context. Okay, so yesterday at work it comes out that I've played Dota. And my colleagues are like, oh, sis, you
Were you
can't
called
believe
into
you've played
HR?
Dota. No, I wasn't, but
You
but
should have
like,
been.
sis, you've played Dota. How, like, that's disgusting. How could you do this?
I'm with your work friends. I like them.
And then
John Michael's probably like,
and then
fuck.
no, and then John Michael looks at me now and says, does Lenska know you've done this? Like, what do you mean?
Good. Yeah, I'm with John
Like,
Michael.
is she aware that you've picked up your old addiction? I'm like, no, she doesn't.
It's like getting a mistress.
Mistress.
Yeah.
Shh, sweet Dota, don't tell Lenska.
Slark is your
Don't
mistress.
tell her about this. No, look, I've played Dota. Well,
Yes, you
so
have.
I ran. Oh, I didn't run. I've got games I could stream, but I thought I want to have. Like I've done. All my streams have been basically single player, me just playing a game and talking to chat, whatever. And I thought it'd be nice to have a bit of variety where I have friends in chat with me. Well, I'm playing multiplayer with friends, and there's more banter.
Streaming racist
Yeah.
chat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And they're all playing Dota 2 at the moment. So I thought,
Okay.
why not? Let me.
Are they all jumping back in just because of the compendium stuff?
I don't think they've really quit. I mean, there was a period where I don't think many of us were playing, like maybe on and off, but then I sort of fell off the bandwagon, and then they carried on playing.
Because you fell off ages ago.
Yeah, my last recorded, I don't think it counts as Turbo because I'm sure I played Turbo last year, but my last official recorded Dota game was 2017. So
Hectic.
it was, yeah.
Turbo's the one where the games are like 20 minutes, right?
It's, yeah, super quick. You
that's
get
cool.
a lot more income. You level up way quicker. So we played a bunch of that this week. I played on Tuesday and Thursday, and I hate to admit that I had a lot of fun. Like, despite the we lost a couple of times, but man, that addiction's still
who
there.
are you
I need to keep it at bay.
Because they've been introducing new.
I haven't played any of the new heroes. I played.
They have like one hero that wasn't in original Dota now, wasn't it?
No, there's a couple now.
Oh, is
There's-
it? Okay.
There's like Willow, I think, who's like
Willow?
a fairy. Oh god, I could be butchering that. I
Will
don't know.
Smith's daughter?
Will Smith, yeah.
She whips her hair back and forth?
That's an ability.
Damn.
There's
That's dope.
Pangolier, and then there's
Pangolier. Is he a pangolin?
He looks like Puss in Boots
What?
a little bit. He looks like a cat with a sword.
So his name's Pangolier, but he's not a pangolin.
Maybe I don't know.
Pangolins are so cool.
Maybe I'm wrong. Let me see. Let's look here.
Because I think the last one I remember being released
Dota
that
2.
I actually bothered to read up about was Underlord.
I mean, look at him. He's basically Puss in Boots.
Yeah, wow. Actually, he's very majestic. I like him.
He's
a lot.
he's got
I
his
think
little
I might need
long
to reinstall
sword.
Dota now.
Just
Oh
to
my
play him.
God. Yeah, just to play him.
Yeah, but so I didn't play any of the new heroes, but I played classics, and that game has changed so much. Like, there's a lot of the same stuff, but there's so many little differences that they've included that. So, for example, Aghanims can be bought by everyone now. Every single hero has an Aghanims. It can buy an Aghanims that will upgrade one of their abilities or something.
Okay, because previously it was
It
only
is.
a
It
few,
is.
yeah.
I mean, it is like.
It'd give you the stat boosts, but not change.
Yeah, it wouldn't
your-
change anything, but I mean, every single hero can buy it now, which is really cool. So it opens up some doors, and then on top of that, you can also buy a recipe once you have Aghanim, so that you free up that inventory slot.
So Aghanims doesn't take up that slot.
So remember, alchemists. There was a time when alchemists could buy an Aghanims and give it to someone.
Yes.
They've sort of given that ability to everyone now. You just buy a recipe and then you free up that slot. So there's little touches like that they've done, and it's really mixed up the game. I mean, over the years it always evolves and it changes, whatever. But seeing as I haven't played properly for a long time, it really feels like, damn, there's a lot of changes here.
Well, I guess, yeah, coming back after 2 years, it's almost like a new game, because I know every now and then they'd release a patch and people that I follow on Twitter are like, holy shit.
This changes everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I think that Aghanims thing, for example, that must have changed the game. Like,
Yeah, that would affect the
massively.
meta,
I mean,
like,
to give,
hectically, yeah.
I thought it must have been a lot of fun there to be at Valve and being like, okay, we want to give everyone Aghanims. How do we do that? And they've done like some clever things. So even I played Phantom Lancer, he's a carry. You traditionally buy,
He's the dude that can split up into
he
clones.
splits up into illusions and this and that. And, Aghanims is sort of traditionally an intelligent hero item.
So like Lich and people like
yeah,
that.
all the dudes who use magic. But
Okay.
we were winning the game, and I had spare cash. I'm like, let me just buy the Aghanim, see what it does. It's got that ability where you throw your Spirit Lance.
Yes.
Aghanims makes it bounce to everyone.
Oh, shit.
So it's actually I mean, I don't know in the professional scene, but it's a viable thing because it
Yeah.
helps in team fights and helps to push lanes and whatnot. So it's really cool. like legitimately.
Well, I'm approaching my yearly check-in with Dota because the international's soon, and
It is, yeah.
I love
it's like a
watching the
month away.
international and not knowing what the fuck is going on.
Like,
but being
whoa.
like, "Ooh, yeah, this is cool, yeah." Woo.
And now when Phantom Lancer bounces his illusions around, yes, it's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Aghanims
Now I know
upgrade.
that. Who won last year? I know last year they broke the cycle of the
I don't know.
America, America, Asia, or whatever,
Yeah.
because it kept bouncing between the two. Not America, sorry, EU.
Yeah. I
No,
remember.
last year was OG that
Yeah.
one. Yes.
Yeah.
There was
But
that whole rivalry
I don't know.
thing.
It feels like every year I've lost track now.
I remember last year being fun.
Yeah, no, last year was good because there was that whole rivalry, like, ooh, who's going to win,
Yeah.
that.
And there's a documentary about it as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
that
cool.
details that whole rivalry between I don't know the two guys, but the
Those-
two guys
those
that used to be
dudes.
two good friends, and then they were on two different teams. And the
yeah.
one dude didn't shake the other guy's hand or shoulder.
Yeah.
It was the most drama you've ever seen at a Dota competition.
I haven't seen that much drama since, rappers.
Pride
you know.
and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice. Oh, yeah. No, but I've been having a good time, but it's not and I will say this confidently, it's not a thing I'm gonna like fall to. I don't have the time to sink into Dota. Like, I mean, I have time to game. I don't want to make all of my time Dota related. I will still want to play.
Yeah,
play games.
it's like all these things. It's like if you're gonna play Dota, like you're gonna sacrifice other games if you want to actually like enjoy playing Dota, because like you can play Dota every now and then, but because the meta's changing so much, you won't enjoy it because it's like you constantly
it's
don't feel in
shifting.
control.
Like what's going on? Yeah, look, I had fun though. There's no denying that.
That's like me. I want to hop into Warframe, but every time I start, I'm like, I really want to play this game, but fuck.
And Warframe's a behemoth though, because I think to figure out what's going on, but once you do, it's man, I put a lot of time into that game back in the day, and shit,
I remember you playing.
it was a lot of
tons
fun.
it. Yeah.
It's a grind. I mean, and if you're not putting money in, it really is a grind. But the thing is, the grind is so much fun. So you're like, whatever. I'm
But I
gonna
do
run
feel
this
like
mission.
it's a game that I need to play with other people.
Yeah,
because
it helps to
alone
play.
It just won't
It helps to
work
play
out.
with other
So you
people.
should install Warframe on your Switch and you should play.
We're gonna play on the
Apparently
Switch.
it's pretty good on Switch. Yeah.
Yeah. That studio's done like magic.
I was just listening to another podcast on the way here, and one of the guests was Mike Mahadi, who works at GameSpot, and he's a huge Warframe guy. So him and one of the video producers there, Jake Decker, went to TennoCon in Canada.
So yeah, the fact that there's a TennoCon tells you how big that game is.
Yeah.
They have their own bloody
Their
conference.
own thing,
Jeez,
yeah.
like-
So they were showing off new stuff and like new expansions and some ideas. He was explaining it. I wasn't really understanding because like I don't have much context,
Yeah.
but it's like the systems where squads of people will be able to link up. So normally, apparently, you would only have like
It's
four people in a
yeah.
squad. So now 4 people in a squad were doing like a mission and another component of that mission needed to be done. You'd send out like a distress signal to other players in the game, and another 4-player squad could join
that's
in
cool.
and do like another component of that mission that all like links up together.
Shit,
which
that's
sounds
very cool.
ambitious as hell and really cool.
But the player base is big enough that that's viable.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's very cool.
I saw some someone edited their Tenno. It is a Tenno, right?
yeah.
To look like Mysterio from Spider-Man. And it
That's
looks
cool.
so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the ninja suits in that game are it's a lot of fun.
Tennos.
Tenno.
You need to watch Spider-Man, by the way. It's good.
Shh.
It's good.
Maybe we should go watch this weekend.
Mysterio is so good. Lenska, I'm making weekend plans for you right now.
Okay, I'll pick up the phone.
If you're listening to this on Monday, you either went along with it or
Oh,
didn't.
you said no.
You're like, no, we are staying at home and eating chocolate.
Yeah. Oh shit! Now there's two things. How about we
Now-
buy chocolate
Now
and
you
we
buy
go
chocolate,
watch Spider-Man?
you put it in the popcorn. It's
You
the best.
buy Astros, you pour it into the popcorn. That's so
It's
good.
the best. Oh no, even just chuckles, man, because then they get a little bit salty.
Chuckles, that's even better.
Ooh, so good.
It's like salted caramel, but not. It's salted chuckles.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
good. It's some good stuff.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, but besides Dota, I'm going to touch on it very lightly. Did you watch me play that other game, I'm Not a Monster?
Yeah, okay. So I want to know about this game because I saw the clip.
Oh my god.
And I didn't know what the game was, but I got the sense that you weren't meant to tell
No.
the people on your team that you were.
What gave it away?
So is this game sort of like a what's that game? They made a movie about it, like where someone in the group is a wolf and he has to
it's
convince.
I
other
think it's
people.
essentially
Cry
the
Wolf,
same.
That's the one.
I mean, it's that sort of game has many different forms and names, but it's essentially this game is the love child of XCOM and all those games where like who's the monster sort of thing. It's very cool. So a mate of mine. So remember we touched on the Steam Summer Sale a while back, saying we don't know how the gems work, all this shit. Like it's very complicated.
Is that sale done, by the way?
I think it's done now.
Damn.
But he was saying he was going through he had gems or something. He had so many. He ended up just buying games. And that was one of the games he bought for all of us, I think.
Oh, hectic.
I think it was like $30, 38 Rand. Now the normal price is 100 Rand.
Okay.
Okay. But I think on Steam Summer Sale and with these gems, it is dirt cheap. So he bought all of us a copy because it's a multiplayer game. You can't play it alone.
Okay, yeah.
Although I think you can, but
it's like when I bought Risk of Rain for you, and then we still haven't played.
I'm still waiting. I think you can matchmake in this game, but I don't know if the player base is
okay,
like
not large enough.
I don't actually know. Like it's
and it looks like a game that is maybe better with friends too.
It's 100% better with friends. Yeah. So essentially, it's a cross between XCOM and Who's the Monster, in that it's turn based and. Yeah, so essentially you start out on what do you call that sort of map? Is it just
isometric
grid-based,
or
isometric?
Yeah.
You start out and you have it's humans versus monsters, and the humans have some objective to do.
Okay.
Usually like rescue hostages or activate the ventilation system or something, and it's the monsters' job to all the humans can kill the monsters. I think that counts as a win.
Okay, so hold on. I've already lost you.
I know.
You're playing in a team of all humans, and you're fighting against AI monsters, not other...
No. There will be a human monster.
There will be one
human, or one or two human monsters.
But I thought the human monsters are humans on your team that you don't know are monsters.
Yeah, no, that's true. But you can change, as a monster, you can change between human form and monster form.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay.
So does that make sense?
So you need to change without the other team seeing you change. Or your teammates seeing you change.
So the reason I messed up, because for those of you who don't know, I put a clip out earlier this week where I was still new to the game, and I was like, okay, well, what do we have to do now? And I looked to the top left corner of my screen to read the objective, and it was like, kill all humans.
It was the monster objective.
Yeah. But as I read it, I was like, kill all humans.
Yeah, you just kind of stopped and your eyes just widened.
Because I realized, and then all my friends realized, and like, oh, okay, you're the monster.
So at that point, do they then kill you?
But see, I was lucky. They knew I was a monster, but they didn't know which character I was playing. There's no, so it doesn't say, like, my name's not above my character. It doesn't say hairy knees. You still play, it gives you the in-game character names. So, which is cool because it stops something like that from happening where it's like, okay, you're the monster, we know you're this character.
Oh, that's very smart. Okay, cool.
So they knew I was a monster, but they didn't know who I actually was.
Oh, clever. Okay, so you
but it was still funny though, because you're supposed to, like, regardless of whether they know who you are or not, you're supposed to like play along, like, oh no, we need to go rescue that hostage, whatever, and then you like turn on your friends, whatever.
But you got to turn on them strategically. If you just turn and there's four of them around, they'll just fuck you up.
They'll screw you. But so one of the maps, for example, had an objective. There was one main objective, but at two different parts of the map. So the group had to split up. So it helps then as a monster. You're like, let me play along. I'll isolate this person or whatever.
But then, okay, so when what stops them from doing like, because you're doing like voice comm stuff.
Yeah.
So what stops them from when you turn on one of your friends who like you've now split up with, them screaming over cons like,
no,
Matty's the fucking monster?
They can do that, but then they ultimately, so if you as a monster infect someone,
they become a monster?
Unless they get healed, they'll turn into a monster after like 3 or 5 turns or something. But then it's up to the person, I guess, like, well, I'm a monster now. I'm going to play along. They could be like, I'm infected or
if you're sly enough, you'd be like, I'm going to check this room.
Yeah.
You go in there and you come out as the monster and the person doesn't realize, oh, hey, you went in. Out. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a neat little premise. Like, I don't know what the longevity of this game is, but we had a lot of fun. Like, it really was just...
It's made me curious to try.
Pure shenanigans of like...
It also looks really cool. Like, it's got this like
it's an interesting
vibe
aesthetic,
to it. Yeah. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
So does each map have like its own objectives?
Yeah. So the maps I've played, the one was like rescue hostages, where and that's another thing in that. So there are a whole lot of humans on the map itself. Some of them are just AI hostages, just chilling, whatever. As a player, you can impersonate a hostage as well. So cool. Like, there's a lot of little strategies you can think of. But so one map, rescue hostages. The one was like activate the ventilation system or something. The other one was also like activate the control room. It's things like that.
And as the monster, do you have to kill the other players before they
ultimately,
finish their
yeah.
objectives?
So the one where they have to rescue hostages, just kill.
What if you
all
kill the
players.
hostages?
You can't kill, although I don't know, because as a monster you can actually like physically attack. So you can infect a person or attack them, okay, but you can't instantly kill them.
Okay.
But I don't know what benefit there is into to killing a hostage.
Okay.
Ideally you want to infect the hostage. So yeah, here's another thing, let me explain. As a monster, I mean, it wouldn't be fun if they find you, they kill you, die immediately.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that happens though, you can usually move to an infected hostage, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it helps. So say the round starts, you the monster, and there's all the human hostages. It helps as a monster to go around and infect some of the AI hostages, just so you have a fallback. If you die,
then
you'll take control of one of them.
Okay. So you carry on playing as long as there's infected people. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like you're a hive mind of sorts. Okay.
So you can infect other players and they can join you as monsters, but if you're alone, you'll die and then take control of someone else
that's infected. And if there's no one infected, then you lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, if they kill all monsters.
Man, these people really missed out on like tying in with Stranger Things season 3.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Oh, so yeah. Sorry, unrelated, but the fact I say it's like XCOM because it's all turn based. So what happens is that everyone queues their turn, and then when everyone readies or locks in their turn, then all the moves happen. It's not you're not playing real time basically.
Okay.
So it is strategic in that you might be playing human, you're like, oh shit, I know there's a monster there, I'm gonna shoot him and then run away, for example, or I'm just gonna use both my turns to run very far away. So that's where the XCOM-esque stuff comes in.
And is it XCOM just in like turn-based, or is it like
no, just in turn-based?
Okay, so you're not like
there's no like
lining up
percentage,
shots with percentages and shit like that.
It actually would be cool if that was a thing, because I felt some of the weapons were like stupidly strong.
Okay.
You could shoot like from one side of the map to the other with some weapons, and there's a cooldown period with those weapons, but it's like a guaranteed hit regardless. You're not going to kill the person maybe, but you'll do a lot of damage to them. But it feels like they could have incorporated that in that it benefits you to be closer because there's a better chance of hitting the person.
And how long does a round usually last?
They're quick, like 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. Yeah.
So palatable, like just play this.
Play a
few rounds here.
So
and there.
when I streamed Tuesday and Thursday, both before I played Dota, we played about an hour of this game.
Okay.
Just like a couple of rounds. Like, cool, now we're going to bounce to Dota.
Oh, it was really cool. I mean, that clip was just hilarious. But then I was also like, what game is this? I've never seen this.
I've never heard of it either. There's literally one day at work, I got an email saying like, you've been gifted this present, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And then my friend explained that he had gems, and I think that popped up on not his wish list. What do you
like the recommended?
The recommended, because he's like a big XCOM / horror game / party game fan. So it's
this sounds like a good mashup.
Boxes,
yeah. What's it called again?
I am not a monster.
I am not a monster.
So don't be
straightforward. Me. Yeah, fairly straight. Yeah, don't be Matty and give away that you're the monster over
kill
voice
all
just your face just kills it. I try to make a gif out of it because you're just like, you're so focused on reading, and then you're just like,
that is 100%.
Your eyes just extend, and you're like hoping no one heard.
That is such a 100% a moment of like the words came out before my brain realized like kill all human. I was like, oh my god, did anyone notice it? There's just this pause, and everyone's like, ah.
It was so funny. So funny.
Yeah, it's a fun game though.
It looks like a lot of fun. I should look into maybe some streams of that, or watch you when you stream it again. Yeah. What's your channel again?
twitch.tv/Heronese.
Oh yeah, I resubbed to you. I gave you that free
thank
Twitch
you.
Prime sub.
Oh boy,
so
I'm
good.
grateful.
Yeah. It's annoying that you have to manually do it. Yeah, but I guess it's like a thing because they're like, hey, you can stay subbed and not click again if you pay $5. I'm like, listen, I love Matty.
No.
If I can give you free money, hell yeah. So if you've got a Amazon Prime Video
sub.
subscription, you can link that to Twitch and give Matty your sub.
It doesn't technically cost you anything if
It
you're already
literally
paying it.
costs you nothing, and you get free stuff.
You
from
get free
Twitch
loot,
Prime.
yeah.
I
which
got
is cool.
3 months of Nintendo Switch Online.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's like a free 110 rand, basically.
Yeah, and if I stay subbed for 6 months, then I get a year free.
Oh, you're going to stay
kind of
sub.
pays for my entire Amazon Prime sub.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. All the economics
Make
around
it
this are
happen.
super weird.
They're making money somewhere.
They're making money, and
obviously, but-
I'm getting to watch Mr. Robot on Amazon Prime. So I'm happy.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's a good
Nice,
series.
nice,
You should
nice.
watch that series.
I should. What have you been playing?
I've been playing for like a solid week and a bit now. Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Oh, boy.
So let me tell you this. I don't know anything about Dragon Quest.
The actual main series.
Yeah,
of games,
I know
yeah.
that it's an old ass RPG and people like it, and it sits in the same hall as like Final Fantasy and stuff, and they're blue goos. Those things are
That's
cool.
all you need to know.
Blue goos with faces.
I actually remember I think you reviewed the first Dragon
I
Quest
did.
Builders on the show long
I did.
ago.
It
Yeah.
was good. So yeah, that's the thing. The only exposure I have to this series is through the Builder series, which is great because the Builder series kind of doesn't give a shit if you know about Dragon
okay.
Age or not. Like they take place within that universe. The first Builders took place in a parallel universe where the hero of the first Dragon Quest game, at the end, you're apparently presented with a choice to join the bad guy or kill him. So in Builders, he joined the bad guy.
Oh, no.
And the world was plunged into darkness
Oh,
and all
no.
of that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Dragon Quest Builders 2 takes place after the second Dragon Quest, or just before, where you're kind of picking up the pieces of the battle
Okay.
after that. But it's basically the same premise. It's like you're in a land where people have forgotten how to invent things and build things, and all the bad guys are kind of like, we're not letting people build stuff because things being built up and looking great and whatever leads to this battle between good and evil. The bad guys are kind of like gray in a way where you
That's so funny.
you kind of like listen to them, you're like, you're kind of making sense, but also you're kind of dumb. Like so,
Architecture's bad.
yeah, architecture's bad essentially. And you aren't this hero, you're just this citizen that kind of knows how to build and can conjure up recipes and inventions on the spot and inspire other people to build as well. So the big issue I had with the first game was that it was split up into acts where you were in a certain like small contained open world, and you had to build up your your city because it's like Minecraft. You place blocks and whatever, and you build stuff.
Is it, sorry, is it matter of interest, is it first person, third person?
No, third person.
Third person,
Yeah,
okay.
third person, and it's like you can swing the camera around because,
Okay.
like, you have to construct certain, certain structures have rules to them. Like a room has to be 2 bricks high and have a door,
Okay.
and then it's a room.
Otherwise, it's just a wall.
Yeah, otherwise it's just a wall. And then if you put like a pot and a bed in it, then it's a bedroom. And if you put a stack of hay and some tools, then it's a barn, stuff like
okay.
that. So you decorate rooms and they take on different purposes. And then
Okay.
based on the purposes, you make them for like, some people will do stuff in them. So if you make like a kitchen, some of your citizens, if you put raw ingredients in a chest within the kitchen, they all take those raw ingredients and cook them and make
your
food.
breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. so it's like it all kind of builds on top of one
yeah.
another in that. In the first game, you upgraded your city by building new structures to it. So every new room, like new type of room, added to like this XP meter that eventually would upgrade your city, which was it was vague enough that sometimes you'd have to sit there and just like try and come up with inventions to raise the level so you'd get your next quest. And it felt like a bit of a grind. And then also at the end of each chapter, you were taken to a whole new open world area and all your progress was wiped.
Oh,
You
no.
basically started from scratch, and that sucked.
Yeah, that
like
sounds...
you just built this amazing city and now you're from scratch. And it did that
Nah.
like 4 times.
Oh, no, that's not cool.
So Dragon Quest Builders 2 fixes both those problems immediately.
Cool.
You've got a central island that basically your main quest is turning this island into something like beautiful and habitable. But you have to travel to other smaller islands around you to get resources that you need.
To
And those
carry on
small
building.
islands are like the acts from the first game.
Okay.
So like each of these, I think there's 3 of them, take around like 10 or 12 hours to complete. And the first one is like you going there to learn about farming. So it's
Oh,
like
boy.
this place which has like infected soil, and it has its own little like story around all of that. And you're learning how to plant seeds and what, certain seeds need certain things to grow. Like I think it
Water.
was tomatoes needed to be submerged in water completely
wow.
before they would start growing, and pumpkins just grew. And
Is
shit.
that a real life thing? I wonder.
I have no idea.
Farmers run will say, "That's not how you grow tomatoes."
Yeah, it's like, fuck, this game's so unrealistic.
Oh my
God, you just drown the tomatoes.
Oh, no.
So it was really cool because I was building this city and building this like civilization or this like settlement. But then when I was done, I basically took all the things I'd learned and all the resources I'd gathered and took them back to my main island, and even took settlers. So I had like workers with me come back.
Okay.
And then that opened up quests on the main island that then I could do as like a running sort of like progression.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. And it solves both of those immediate problems. The other thing that Builders 2 solves is that you don't have like a meter that judges how good your settlement is for progress. Instead, now you have this meter that is filled based on the appreciation of your settlers. So if you do things like when I was cultivating crops or building new rooms or killing enemies or bringing new things to the camp, they would drop these little like heart pieces that was like their appreciation or whatever.
I appreciate you.
Exactly. And after that bar is filled, then you can upgrade your city. But most of the time, I'd get more than enough from just the quests they would hand out. So I never felt like I needed to grind. So it felt a lot more streamlined, and I always knew what to do. And I was never sitting there like trying to grind out things before the next quest popped up. So yeah, it just felt like I always knew what I needed to do. And always kind of had something new to do as well. The little islands are cool. They're self-contained. They've got some new things to them, like little puzzles that reminded me of like the Breath of the Wild shrines.
That's cool.
Not shrines, sorry, the Korok Seed challenges.
But
yeah.
still, little puzzles. That's cool.
There's also smaller ancillary islands with like small objectives on them that you can use to get like unique resources or unlimited types.
Are you
of certain
sailing between these
resources.
islands or what?
Yeah, but you're not sailing. It's more like I'm traveling
It's
to
a
that
fast
island
travel,
load
okay.
screen. Yeah, you've even got a little paraglider from like Breath of the Wild, so you can glide between places, which is a much better way to get around. There's also fast travel points, which weren't in the first game, which I didn't remember until someone mentioned it, and then I went back and I was like, oh
my
fuck,
God,
yeah, they weren't. Oh my god,
You had to like run
yeah,
everywhere.
this is horrible. Yeah,
Shit.
so there are so many cool little changes that just make this game, like Builders 1 was a good game, but this one just feels like a far more refined one.
I have no touch point with the Dragon Quest builds. Like, I don't even know what it looks like. I know what the
cute.
game is, but I don't think I've actually seen any gameplay or anything of it. That's just me not looking.
It's just like yeah. So like Builders is just like you have
it's 3D Minecraft, but not
3D Minecraft. Yeah, and you've got like
wait. So not 3D Minecraft, third person.
third person. Yeah. Minecraft's already 3D.
Goddamn.
Much more detailed Minecraft.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So you've got an inventory that now actually doesn't fill up as quickly. So I'm not in inventory menus or
all the
swapping
time.
things around. And like if I've got a thing of soil, then I place like a brick of soil. It's almost like Lego. And they just like you stack them on one another and stack them next to each other and whatever.
That's cool.
And you can have blueprints, which are like you need, like a blueprint is just like you need this many blocks of this resource, blah, 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 to build this thing.
Yeah.
And if a blueprint is big enough, this time around, your settlers will help you build it. So you can watch them like place blocks around you and stuff like that, which is really cool. There's a huge emphasis on like, you are bringing settlers to the city and they're helping you build things. Like you always have a companion that comes out with you into the open world and he'll help. Like if you hit down a tree to gather wood, he'll hit down a tree and gather some, and he'll help kill enemies and stuff like that.
Yeah, just on that. So it's obviously the game's main focus seems to be building, but there is combat, obviously.
Yeah, the combat is not super good. It's super one note. You just have like a sword and you hit one button and you attack. And if you hold down the button, you have another
Very
attack.
much Minecraft combat then maybe.
Yeah, it's extremely one note and very repetitive and boring.
There's no like leveling up, gear, that sort of thing.
So you change gear. Like you'll change armor sets and you'll change weapons to do more damage and take less damage. But it is required because some enemies are like they'll hit you and just wipe out half your health. but it never feels like I'm strategizing or the combat doesn't feel engaging. So it's just there.
Yeah.
One thing that is better though is in the first one, your tools had durability, which sucked. Like you would be out exploring, like breaking down bricks or whatever, and your hammer would break.
No.
And there's no fast travel points,
So you
so
have to run all the way back.
you'd have to use a limited resource to transport yourself back, but then run back to where you were.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, it's just split up into two things. Your sword is on one button. Your equipment, like your hammer or gloves that can pick up blocks or... Yeah, this is another thing. In the first one, you couldn't pick up blocks that you had placed. You had to break them,
And
put
then
them back.
replace them.
So now you get gloves that can pick up blocks and replace them. And you've got a pot that is... they call it the endless pot or something like that.
The infinite pot.
Yeah, infinite. So if you want to place water somewhere, you can just place it. And you have unlimited water. And there's no durability or anything attached to them. So it's like... Once you have the sword or once you have this hammer, you have it.
Yeah.
And it's so much better. It's like way better.
They've really just taken the first game and optimized the shit out of it.
Tons. There's still things that I think are dumb.
Yeah.
Like, you still have a hunger meter, which I think is stupid.
Like, it's like an unnecessary system.
It's completely unnecessary. Like, sometimes it'll be like, hey, your character's starving. And I'm like, oh, yeah, right. It's like... It's fine because I just eat food, but like food also replenishes my health. So it's like when I'm fighting a big boss battle and I'm losing health, I'm using my food items, even though my hunger's at 100. Like, I don't think the hunger meter is necessary that way.
Gaming logic's the best though. It's like, I'm dying. I'm going to eat some chicken.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have a mechanic to like sleep, but you can stay awake for days on end. Like, it doesn't really matter. The only thing that changes is at night, they're tougher enemies out in the open world.
Yeah, you think that though, but your digital character's like, please God, put me to sleep. It's been 33 days. Yeah, what happens if you starve? You lose health? Or is it just
start losing health, and then you die. Yeah. Also, if you
So
die, you
realistic.
like lose nothing. Like, all that happens is someone brings you back to your main base, and then you
that is such a Stardew Valley thing where if your hunger runs out, you wake up in your bed, they're like, yeah, we found you on the side of the road. We brought you back. That'll cost you 200 gold.
Yeah, they charge you.
Like, what?
They're fucking obscene.
I thought you were such a kind village of people.
Yeah.
Why are you
The first time I played Stardew Valley, I didn't realize there was a fatigue meter. So I was just hitting rocks, and I'm like, this is cool. And next thing is like,
yeah, I think
you
everyone
nearly
does that.
died.
And it's like you wake up in your bed like, that'll cost you 300. Oh, we've already taken the liberty of...
Yeah,
like,
we've already taken money from you.
Or something. It's like, whoa.
Also, you had no money, so we liquidated half your apartment.
So we took your cat. No.
Yeah, we took your cat. We stole your wife.
No, what?
Yeah, so...
Oh, that's cool though.
I mean, you loved Stardew Valley. You'd love Dragon Quest.
Yeah, I think...
It's cool. Oh, man. It's like structured... Like, I never really got into Minecraft because I need some sort of like direction and structure, and Dragon Quest Builders gives me that.
I must say the thing that, like, I put many an hour into Minecraft, and that was more like I played that with friends on a server, and we just were like, cool, we're gonna all build our own little houses now. And then when we were done with that, like, okay, we all need resources, let's go off exploring. And that's where the most fun came from, when we gave ourselves things
like objectives,
to do, you know?
yeah.
So it is cool though that, you know, Dragon Quest Builders is like an actual campaign. Go do this, do that, whatever.
This one has multiplayer too. So
Ooh,
yeah, I haven't tried that, but it has multiplayer. I assume you'll just control the companion that normally comes with you.
Okay.
AI like.
Is there like a free build? Like, I don't know what the game is.
Like a free build mode.
Or like a free play mode, or is it just nah? Like, I don't know if in Minecraft it makes sense to have a free play mode because it's Minecraft.
I think
but
it
I don't
does.
know.
I think it does, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's an obscenely large settings menu, and you can change things like the transparency of water. And there's a setting there which is like, if you're on the main story, you can't change the settings. So I assume there's instances outside of the adventure mode where so
I mean, is it like Minecraft in the sense that you have different types of blocks and that you can actually design your own creations?
It's
or
not as
not
intricate as that. No, it's not like you can't use redstone to make a fucking computer or something like that in Dragon Quest Builders, but you can create. It's more about like creating structures.
Yeah. No, but that's what I mean though. So if you had wood as a resource, for example, can you like stack up wood that it resembles a house, for example?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that, but it's not reactive in the sense that like if like there's a fire nearby, it will burn down the wood house and not a
but
brick
that's
house.
fine.
Yeah,
So I
that
think
won't
with
happen.
that in mind, I'd imagine there would be like a free play mode where you can just do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. It's more about the joy of construction than like how these systems interlink. It's definitely less complex in that regard.
Yeah.
But there is a massive number. Like you have an encyclopedia of like like structures you've built and recipes you found and stuff. And like it's just huge. So there's so much to figure out.
You'd
there.
have to go visit the wiki page.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. But yeah, there's a demo on the eShop.
I should give it a
I
bash,
remember
yeah.
getting super into the game because I played the first game's demo, and I was like, "This is pretty cool."
Yeah.
So yeah, I would highly recommend grabbing that demo. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I'll check
Builders,
it out.
Builders is fun. It's a fun time. And I like hitting them blue goos.
The blue goose.
Yeah, apparently
blues.
they're bad guys, but they've got smiley faces and they bob around and they look
That's
like
what they want
droplets
you
of
to
water,
think.
but then they fuck you up.
Oh, except they are bad guys.
And then when you kill them, you get oil that you then burn. So you're basically burning their carcasses for fire. Yeah, Dragon Quest is
You're
dark.
actually the bad guy in this
you're
game.
the bad guy, yeah.
The blue goos are just innocent.
They're just chilling
creatures
around.
just
They're
chilling.
just bobbing around.
Wow.
Hoping that their little steel goo brothers come and save them,
And then you just burn their...
Yeah, you just hit them with sticks and then burn their
wow.
carcasses.
This game's evil.
It is
But
very evil, yeah.
Sounds like fun, though.
It's a good time. Yeah, it's a good time.
I should check the demo out. I will, actually.
So yeah, that's all I've been playing, but I'm going to be playing some Mario Maker this weekend. I'm so excited.
That game was not at all on my radar. Which is shocking until something clicked. I don't know if it was John Michael asking me like if I'm going to get it, or maybe you asking me or telling me to get it.
So you can stream
And
it.
I was
yes.
like, why would I get it? Then I thought about it. I'm like, it's infinite Mario
it's
levels.
literally infinite Mario.
It's platforming, Mario platforming. Like, why would I not want it?
Exactly. It's like it's Mario that just never ends.
So you planted the seed. I'm like, I should buy it.
Yeah, you should.
You should
really buy
I'll
it.
think about it.
Let's look at game releases.
Game
We're looking at game releases between the 12th, which was yesterday, and the 19th, which is next week.
Oh boy.
So yeah, yesterday Dragon Quest Builders 2 came out. We also got Lethal League Blaze on Switch, which is pretty cool.
What the hell's Lethal League Blaze?
If I'm not mistaken.
Lethal League Blaze. With a name like that, you know the game's either going to be hot trash or really good.
If I'm not mistaken, Lethal League is...
Is it an anime?
Yes, okay, it's what I thought it was. It's like a fighting game, but it's like you hit a ball between each other.
Oh, yeah?
The more you hit the ball, the faster the ball goes.
Okay.
And if the ball hits you, you lose
die.
that round. Yeah, but so it's like a fighting game, and it gets so
that's
fast, and it's fucking cool. Yeah,
That's very cool. Lethal
I've seen
League.
people play it, and I'm just like, this looks intense, and I want.
Looks crazy.
I want it. So that's out on Switch. Then we got a lot of things I've never heard of.
Hang on. Goats of Duty. Sorry, I know we're not in that time
Goats
frame.
of Duty, Steam Early Access.
Oh my.
Goats of Duty. Is this like a goat simulator thing?
It's a Call of Duty with goats.
Goat
Definitely.
of Duty. Goat of Bespoke. What is that?
Wow.
Goat of Duty, the shooting game with goats.
Well, I mean, I don't know what I expect.
Goats of Duty is a multiplayer goat deathmatch.
Okay.
Cool. I can play that. Is this a screenshot?
This is 100% people who saw the success of Goat Simulator and thought, put a goat in something and it'll do well.
What the fuck is this
Wait,
nonsense? Are you riding a goat?
a goat?
No, the goats have guns.
Okay, but then why is that
I don't know why there's goat's head here.
That's weird.
This looks fucking weird.
Yeah. But
It's like Quake with goats.
it's on it's on Steam Early Access if you want to play it.
cool.
It's of Duty, wow.
Can't wait for you to stream it.
I know.
We got Lost Orbit Terminal Velocity out on like every platform.
Wow.
Not sure what that is. Kill Squad coming to Steam Early Access. Guess you kill in a squad things.
Summer Catches.
Summer Catches. That sounds like it could be
It's
a
a
good
base-
name for like a horror game.
It's a base game. A baseball game.
God, if you're right, I'm gonna scream. I'll leave this podcast.
Oh,
No.
what's this?
Summer Catches is an epic road trip adventure of a lifetime. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Sold. Is that dude smoking drugs? No, he's
I
eating
don't know.
pasta.
What's going on?
There's a
I mean, it's basically the same thing.
yeah,
apparently.
that's true. Oh, it's
Easy-
like
easy
a
to mix 'em
8-bit
up.
thing. Ooh, this kind of looks cool.
Summer Catchers.
Salmon Catchers is an epic road trip adventure of a lifetime. With your trusty wooden car,
Okay.
embark on a quest from the frozen north to distant lands full of mystery and strange creatures who who are ready to both help and stop you from completing your quest of finally seeing summer. So it's like Game of Thrones, the game.
Nice.
The night is dark and
Winter's
full
coming.
of winter. Wooden car
Everyone
seems like a
wins.
foolish thing. This seems really
You're going to
weird.
burn down.
Is that a... Whoa, check it out, dude.
Whoa, that's cool.
I don't like this UI thing on the side, though. I'm not
That's
a fan
weird,
of that. Yeah, that looks kind of...
Oh, Cave Games Showcase. Interesting.
Oh, they were on the showcase? That's...
That's cool.
Okay, pretty cool. Pretty
I
cool.
watched that showcase. I don't remember seeing this game. Maybe I did.
There's
There
so
were a
many
ton
games, yeah.
of indie games in that showcase. So
Defend the Keep, also coming to PC on July 16th. I guess that's a tower defense game.
yeah.
Robo Instructus.
Okay. No, I don't even want to guess.
That's what I say. That when people ask what I do, I'm like, I'm a Robo Instructus.
I'm a
programmer.
wizard.
Yeah, I'm a wizard.
Wave my wand, say robo instructors, and that's how
And the
programming
computers
is
do
done.
things. Yes,
That's it.
Well, I'm instructing the PC to do stuff. So yeah,
With your
yeah.
keyboard. Must dash, amigos.
Mustache amigos. That's like when you want
I know.
to leave a Mexican lunch and stay in character. I mustache amigos.
Amigos, goodbye. That's how the name came up. It was the first business meeting.
Yeah, mustache amigos.
Amigos.
Yeah. Gloomhaven coming to Steam Early Access.
Let's go nuts.
Let's go nuts. That's like every day I work with Jeff. He's like, guess I'm going nuts today.
Let's go nuts.
Let's
Okay.
go nuts. I'm going to see what that is. If you don't play as a squirrel, I'm going to be disappointed.
You play as a squirrel and you have to steal
kill
your-
other
the
squirrels?
opponent's squirrel's nuts. This
Which
is my
nuts?
guess. How much money? What are you guessing?
Why is my internet so slow today?
Are
My
you on
goodness.
fiber? What is this?
Yeah,
feel like
fiber
I'm-
for ants.
I feel like I'm back on ADSL days. It's so
or
slow.
maybe the...
Oh,
no.
Internet's dead. I know.
Rest in peace, internet.
There
Let's
it
go
is.
nuts on Steam. You
There's
are a squirrel.
Yes.
Fucking nailed it.
Fast party platform game. Well,
Oh, there we go. Sorry. You can carry
it's a
on.
fast party platform game for up to 4 players. Finish levels as quick as possible. Collect nuts using movable objects. Hey, I wasn't half wrong. I guess it is about taking nuts
This
from
looks
people.
terrible.
Looks, what is this?
This looks fucking horrible.
Oh, okay. It's yeah.
This whole floating through the air jumping bullshit.
It's amazing.
Is like, no.
Are you in space that you're floating?
Mm.
Whoa! Look at that customization.
Okay, shit, you can put a hoodie on a squirrel. I'm sold again.
That's yeah. How much is this?
27 rand.
Take my money.
Take my money just for customizing the squirrel.
As a matter of interest, how many reviews does it have? If you go down to,
Well, it's not out yet.
oh, is it not out?
It's got
Sorry,
4
never
user
mind.
reviews.
Okay.
And they are all recommended.
Oh,
Simple,
nice.
fun, and cute. Really enjoy the moment when co-op with friends. Okay. This is a lovely game for
Written
the price.
by bots.
It is super adorable, and who doesn't love squirrels? Me, you monster.
Who doesn't love squirrels?
My goodness.
That's like Blizzard telling people, do not have mobile phones.
Do you not have phones? Do you not like cute animals?
What is this? I'm not weird.
Tidal Tribe.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, cool.
Total Trump.
Night Call. This is actually a game I've been looking forward to.
Night Call.
Yeah, let's pull it up.
Night Call.
It just looks like a film noir.
Oh.
Okay, no, that's a song. Night Call.
I'm like, yo, that looks cool. Like, no, that's the music video. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's definitely a music video.
Night Call.
Friend, confidant, therapist, voyeur. As a cab driver working the Paris night shift, you are many things to different people. Your gift is getting people to talk, and in order to catch the serial killer who left you for dead, that's exactly what you need to do. So you're like a cab
That
driver.
is an interesting premise.
Yeah, and you're interrogating your cab drivees
Clientele.
to find the serial, and it's got this real noir
Sure, that
vibe
is
to
a
it.
very
It looks
cool
fucking
premise.
cool. Yeah, I'm super down for this game. Yeah.
Wait, is it just on Steam? Or
Just on PC for now. Yeah.
PC?
Etherborn.
Oh no.
Born in the ether.
Wolf born from the ether.
Gabauchi. That sounds like food.
Gucci gang.
Gucci gang. We Gucci.
We Gucci, yeah.
Gorn, which this is wrong. This is Gorn for PSVR, which is I know for a fact is not true. I don't think.
How do you know for a fact?
So Gorn is made by Good Pals Free Lives in Cape Town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a VR like gladiator simulator, but like ridiculous. Like it's
but maybe
completely ridiculous.
But is it not out and then now it's launching on PSVR?
So
maybe?
it's been in early access for ages now, and I think this is just it coming out of early access.
Okay.
As far as I
feel like I've seen this.
yes, I'm pretty sure you have. It's been out for a long time. It's like very cartoonishly, extremely violent. So Gorn early access February 2019 update. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it coming out of early access. So, but yeah, I've played this a bunch. It's super fun. It solves a really cool problem of VR movement very smartly, I think. So instead of pressing a button and teleporting places, which I think you still can do, what it does is if you want to move, you hold a button on each respective controller and like move your arms like a skiing motion. So if you move your left one, then you take a left step and you move your right. So
That must
you
be
like
so
end up
funny
doing
to watch,
this,
though.
like moving, and then you're swiping people, and then it's got just ridiculous weapons.
But if you do the skiing motion, do you jump across the room?
Kind of, yes.
That's amazing.
And then you've got like stupid weapons like these, like Wolverine claws.
Wolverine claws,
and
yeah.
If you stab someone in the chest with the Wolverine claw and retract, you'll like pull out their heart.
Oh, jeez.
You've got like a crossbow, and it's just really fun.
That's cool.
And it's all like physics driven, so like when you kill things, it just looks stupid. And so yeah,
That looks awesome though.
Yeah.
Nah, Scorn.
Gone. Face Hunters official launch on July 18th.
Damn.
Fate. Sorry, not Face Hunters.
Face Hunters.
I thought this was a game where you were like the
You hunt
face
faces,
crawlers
okay.
from Alien, and you were just
Jeez,
hunting faces. Yeah.
Horus?
Horus for PC. Are you a horse? Horse?
Horus. Oh my.
FIA.
That is a
European
long name.
Truck Racing Championship.
Truck racing.
Well, we had Formula One last month, so now the truck racing version has to come out.
Yeah. And it's out on everything.
Telefrag VR.
That sounds. I bet they don't have the skiing motion in there because you have to telefrag people, I guess.
I wonder if this is telefragging like
In Quake. I'm sure it must
Quake,
be a nod to that.
It was Quake where you could throw the teleporter and just like.
Oh no, that was Unreal.
Oh, it was
Tournament,
Unreal.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
But it is a telefrag. That's common
that's what
across
it's
all
called.
those games where if you happen to be standing in a teleporter and someone teleports on you, you die.
Yeah. Game
Dead.
over.
Dead. I'm sure it's inspired or has some tie into that.
And then Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, the Black Order, a Switch exclusive.
Did you play that at E3?
I didn't get the chance to, but I heard good things about it. I also heard
curious.
weird things about it.
Yeah, I've also heard mixed.
I'm curious because we haven't seen a lot of this game.
Yeah.
And it's like out now. And like it's a week away and I don't know anyone with review codes. So.
Yeah, and also it's launching the same year as the Avengers game, which
No, that's next year.
I mean, sorry, it's an extra, but you know what I mean? They're coming out sort of not close to each other, but in the same, like within a close proximity, in a sense.
We'll get to this in news.
I
but
wonder, yeah.
I know the Avengers game, they're like, hey, we're going to show off gameplay at San Diego Comic-Con, but we're not going to live stream it. It's like, okay,
why?
cool.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all the games.
That's all the games,
That's all-
yeah.
Do you want some?
Let's do news.
Do you want some preview for the week after? Automa Chef.
Wow.
Automatic Chef.
Give me, what is a top pick from next
Power Rumi, which sounds cool. I don't know. I just like that name. Armor 3 Contact.
Wow. I don't know any of these.
Wolfenstein. No, that's the week
Oh,
after.
that's...
Sorry. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
That's about it. Can't wait for August.
Oh, August is going to be...
Control.
Wait,
I just wanna
they've got a top picks thing there. So August is now...
Oh. Control. Remnant from the Ashes. I don't know what that is.
World of Warcraft
Oh,
Classic.
for fuck's sake.
Oh,
Astral Chain looks really cool.
what is Astral Chain again?
It's the platinum game on Nintendo
okay.
Switch.
That's it, yeah.
With the like mechs and futuristic
Oh
cars.
my.
Looks cool. I'm super hyped for Control though.
Yeah, Control looks really good.
I'm down.
I hope it's good. Please be good.
Very excited.
And then when Control's done, they can reboot Max Payne.
Only if Sam Lake is his likeness.
Is the same,
again.
yeah.
Yes.
Is his likeness and the voice.
I can't believe you met him
met the
and
guy.
didn't know him. Didn't know that.
Yeah, it is a weird thing. I realized after the fact, like,
He
that
kinda
makes a
looks
lot
like
of
Max
sense.
Payne,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, they
Okay.
used his likeness.
Let's do some of that quick news.
Quick news. Okay, let's go for that. News has been super weird, since E3 because everyone's like waiting.
Everyone's like,
Yeah.
Well, Gamescom is next month. Hopefully, there's a little influx of
Hopefully,
some news.
So Creative Assembly, the people who did that really good Alien game.
Oh yeah.
No, wait, hold on. I'm confused if it's the... No, it is them. They didn't make the shitty shooter one. Yeah. They're working on a shooter.
They didn't make the shooter.
They didn't make the
They are
bad
working
Alien
on a shooter.
They're working on a shooter which sounds like a hero shooter.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Overwatch
another one of
2.0.
those.
Okay.
The Mortal Kombat movie. It's going to be R-rated and include fatalities.
I know.
If I don't see Johnny Cage stabbing someone with an Oscar, this movie will be a
Then
failure.
it's a failure. If you don't see Johnny Cage using them as a puppet,
Yeah.
then the movie is
It's a failure.
just bad. Yeah.
If I don't see Cassie Cage shooting someone through the eyeballs and then just getting up again,
Then it's not Mortal Kombat. It's
not Mortal Kombat. Yeah. There was this game called Ion Maiden, ION Maiden, and it got embroiled in a lawsuit with the band Iron Maiden because they were like, it's ripping off our likeness, which I think is both silly but also like, of course they are.
Yeah.
So they had to change their name to Ion Fury to avoid the lawsuit. So that happened.
I would have made it Iron Fury. Like, what am I
Yo,
still
what
ripping
now?
you off?
Yeah, what now, bitch? Do you want to trademark iron?
Oh
That's
my
an
God.
element.
Yeah.
Come at me.
Jesus.
F-E.
Fair.
This is a 3D shooter in the same style as Duke Nukem, and this is... I read someone being like, what if Iron Maiden actually owns this game, and they, like, made up this whole lawsuit
It's
just
a
to get
clever
marketing? Very clever.
That is some clever ass PR
Yep,
right
yep.
there.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare, not to get confused with the one that came out like 10 years ago. This is the one coming out this year. They revealed their first like multiplayer mode called Gunfight, which is like a 2v2 multiplayer mode. Yeah, sounds cool.
It seems like an interesting premise.
It's like smaller maps, 2v2, more tactical and intense.
And I think it's whoever gets to 6 rounds wins first, or that sounds
And
cool.
they properly revealing the game's multiplayer on August 1st.
Hallelujah! Can you see what the game looks like?
Yeah.
'Cause I like that they've basically upgraded the engine, haven't they?
It's a brand new engine for the first time in a while. Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what the game actually
Apparently
looks like.
very photorealistic.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, interesting.
Sorry, wait. On that, I remember watching, was it the trailer or interview where they're like, they sent the team out to scan many objects.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Well done.
We scanned this table, this laptop, this mouse.
Valve is launching this thing called Steam Labs, which gives you like access to previews of what's to come from the Steam store.
That is very weird because the software I use to stream is called Streamlabs. And
So it's
awfully,
one
awfully
letter less.
similar, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if Streamlabs will sue them.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they have to change it
Be
to
like, you're taking our lab's likeness.
they have to rename it Steam Fury.
Steam.
You go test your code.
Fuck's sake. This handsome writer called Alessandro reviewed Dragon Quest Builders 2. Yeah,
What
they're
did-
the blue goose. See?
Oh, nice. Oh, they're so happy. Why would you kill them?
No, you fucked them up. You
Wait,
need oil for your torches, man.
What did you give the game?
I gave it an 8. It was good. It was a good time.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about
Switch. I didn't forget nothing.
Switch Lite. Let's dive into this.
There's a new Switch
There's
coming.
a new Switch. Nintendo revealed
It's
their
the upgrade
Switch
we've
Lite.
all been waiting for, except it isn't.
Sure, yeah. So we all knew a Switch Lite was coming
At some point,
this year. A cheaper model for the Switch and a more like kid-friendly one.
Perfect for you then. Oh, I saw the opportunity. I couldn't let it fly by.
So these are the things that I kind of expected there to be. It's going to have a slightly smaller screen, so it's 5.5 inches instead of 6.2. Still touchscreen. The Joy-Con don't detach, so they're not really Joy-Con. So this is a fully handheld thing. There's no whipping off controllers and whatever. So it's a little smaller in like width and whatever. But you can still pair up
Other controllers.
other Joy-Con to it.
Why
all
you would
that.
want to do that, I don't.
It's also got a proper D-pad. Hallelujah.
But they won't put it on their Joy-Con.
Yeah, they won't put it on Joy-Con.
Why?
Yeah, but it makes sense because like the whole premise is like it needs to be detached buttons so that when you
No.
whip it off, it's another control. No? Okay.
No.
It's going to have the new Tegra chip, which very, very, very slightly improves performance, but it very also slightly improves battery life. But going hand in hand with that, it's going to rip out the brightness sensor from it, so it won't automatically adjust the brightness of your screen. So all that battery life, I don't know, just out the window. Seems like a dumb move to me. Same 4 gig of RAM, same 32 gig internal storage. The big changes. So because they're not using Joy-Con, there's no IR sensor at the bottom, and there's no HD rumble.
Yep.
So I don't know if that means there's no rumble, period. But I assume that's
Actually,
what
I
it
never
means,
thought about that. If there's like no rumble at all, or
which is kind of weird, I think.
I somehow suspect that there will be no rumble at all.
Yeah, just like the 3DS. Yeah, so no rumble.
Which is fun. Yeah, look, I still think it's a cool launch particularly for people who don't have the Switch and they want a budget version of the Switch. If it gives you that whole library of games, then why not?
But no
the one
docking.
thing, yeah, no docking.
I do not understand this.
No. It doesn't perplex me as much as it does you.
I get it. They want it to be only handheld.
Yeah.
But firstly, this thing's only $100 less than the main Switch, which cool. That's 33%. That's a lot of money. Okay. But I don't understand why
There's no
they
option.
couldn't have had the option to let it dock and it just not ship with a dock.
Yeah, no, that's what I also thought. And we were also talking about this at the office. Surely, okay, well, like I was thinking about it. I don't know how you'd get around it, but you could. It's got a USB-C port, right?
Yeah.
How does the normal Switch dock?
USB-C.
Via its USB-C port. Why is there no room for this to have its own dock or just connect to the existing dock?
This is exactly my
That I
point.
don't understand. Like, I'll concede that it's a bit silly because, surely it should be able to.
As far as I understand, it might not work with current docks because of the size difference.
Yeah, but then release its own dock.
Why doesn't it have its own dock or just doesn't ship with a dock? Because the dock itself on the regular Switch is like $80. So
Yeah, it's
immediately
expensive.
there, even if you $80 retail, that's not what it costs to produce. But like
shave $80
you rip that out, and immediately you've got a Switch that's drastically cheaper already.
yeah.
So I don't understand why they removed this. Yeah, as a feature, like to me it doesn't make sense. And people go, yeah, but I use my Switch 99% in handheld mode, and that's fine. Then this product is for you. But to me, it seems like just this feature being removed as an option entirely.
It's silly.
It's silly, and it to me diminishes the Switch like drastically.
Yeah. Look, I think even if Nintendo doesn't support it, I'm at least 90% certain that you will be able to get a third party something.
I don't know, because if the hardware is configured to not send a video signal
You
out of the
reckon it's not
USB,
gonna-
it just won't work. Yeah.
Yeah, well, then I don't know. That's weird.
And that to me is why, like, I don't get it. Like, if it's the same internals, it's not a power issue.
It's not if it's like one for one power.
Like, you could have just said, we will support video out on this thing, but you'll need your own
to buy
dock,
it
or you'll
extra.
need this special dock, or you'll need this and that. Like, just being like, hey, we're disabling it. Like, and on top of that, they're disabling gameplay capture as well, which is fucking stupid. I don't understand this.
That's weird.
So you can take screenshots, but you can't record videos. Why? It's the same hardware.
I don't
Why?
know. There must be some hardware difference. Like, I know that it's the same hardware, but there must be some difference. I don't know.
It makes no sense to me. Like, what's the point? What's the reason that you can't do this? That, like,
I don't know. When I said something about it, maybe from a marketing point of view or something,
it could be.
It comes a thing of then, well, what's to stop people from just buying the Switch Lite and then adding on a dock at a later stage, which maybe doesn't make Nintendo as much money. But I'm like,
Definitely, yeah. Definitely.
yeah, but you could still get away. Like, imagine you sell this for $199 and you sell the dock for
Well,
it's normal
currently 80.
It's $80. Okay, so make a version for this for $80. You maybe won't make as much money, but you're still going to make a lot of money.
Well,
you'll make more money.
You're
Actually,
making 20% less than the regular Switch, but you've also not had to put in HD rumble, IR sensors, detachable Joy-Con,
and you're putting more switches into more people's hands.
And
so I don't know, like it's a win-win.
What are you actually changing? Because if the only difference is that you're configuring the USB-C to support video out to not,
Yeah, I don't know.
is it a cost?
It's definitely
I don't think
it's
so.
definitely an intentional thing, and I think they've maybe done it because it is a thing of if they want to. If someone's going to buy a Switch, maybe they expect the consumer to be like, well, I can only afford a Switch Lite. Maybe I should save up and buy the actual Switch because it's got that feature. You know what I mean? So they want people
It's a market differentiator.
Yeah, they want people to buy the more premium Switch, I guess.
I definitely,
So,
to me, that's the only reason
Yeah.
that makes sense. Because I don't think Nintendo's stupid. I think they could have definitely had this thing supporting TV out, but I think you're
Yeah.
right. I think it's like, we want to market this as the mobile Switch.
yeah,
It's only mobile. Done.
That's, yeah.
Like, if you want TV capability,
you have to
buy the
pay a
bigger
bit,
one.
pay a bit extra.
And I definitely think that's the reason. It just, like, people get confused when you criticize this thing. They're like, well, it's not a Switch for you, and 100%.
yeah,
I do not think Nintendo should have not made this. I
Mm.
think the Switch Lite gives other people options. Like, I showed this to Shani, my girlfriend, and she was like, this is the Switch I'll buy.
Mm.
Because she has no reason to connect it to a TV. It's lighter, which
Mm.
I think is a big one.
yeah.
It's like 20% lighter, which is
And
fantastic.
it's cheaper.
And
$100
it's cheaper.
cheaper.
So it's just not a Switch I will buy.
Yeah. Look,
Although the
I would-
Pokemon one is hot.
Yeah, the Pokemon one
So
is really
nice.
nice.
So nice. I'm hoping they release Joy-Con in that color scheme because
Oh
fuck,
my.
it's nice.
For the Joy-Con collection.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for the billions of Joy-Cons
Well,
I have already.
Yeah, it makes me curious though as to what their Switch Plus, whatever the hell it is, going to look like.
Yeah, there were reports coming in and out that are now kind of suggesting that thing's actually doesn't exist. And
if
that
it-
people are like reading into patent filings and coming out with
Too much,
different
yeah.
interpretations. Yeah.
Look, even if it doesn't exist, they're definitely going to do some sort of revision
Mid-year refresh type
in
thing,
1
yeah.
or 2 years, and that I think will sort of clean up a lot of the criticisms. Well, at least that I'm hoping that I have about the Switch, was just like, give us better battery life, make it a bit lighter, give us Bluetooth, please, oh my god, or something. I don't know.
Don't even get me started on that shit. I think, yeah, a lot of people reckon that will, if that comes to pass, like a 2020 holiday release, and I think it would be smart. Launch that,
With
like
the-
have your mid-year cycle
With the PS5
new consoles.
and
Yeah,
the Xbox One,
very
too.
smart move. The one last thing on the Switch Lite is that not all games, obviously, to me, 99% of games will support this, but you just have to make sure that the game supports handheld mode,
Yeah,
which
is
all exclusives support it. Most games support it. So yeah,
when
I
you say
don't think
support
that's-
handheld, okay, I get it. But it's
it
like,
just seems like a weird thing because now you're asking customers to be careful.
Yeah.
But the eShop will be configured so that if you're trying to buy a game on Switch Lite that actually doesn't support the Switch Lite, it will warn you.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. And they also announced that they're working on a system to kind of sync your game saves. So, and I foresee this happening. Like, say I buy a Switch Lite, which I might actually do just for this purpose. And I want to keep my main Switch at home and take this one like when I travel because it's lighter and it's easier. I want to have my saves sync between them.
So you're gonna just
And
point out though,
Nintendo-
that is hilarious though, because the whole point of the Switch is that it does both. But people 100% will do like what
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to do is like, well then I'm
100%.
just gonna keep this one at home and buy another one to take with
Yeah,
me.
exactly. Because honestly, like I love the Switch, but it's heavy. Like,
Yeah.
it's heavy. It's a bit cumbersome to take on planes and stuff like that. If I can take this and shove this in my backpack, and it's a bit more
It's a bit
rugged, and I
rugged,
don't have to
yeah.
worry about things coming undone or whatever. Fucking
Why
A,
not, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be, to be honest. I really thought we would get like a Switch Mini, which would be 3DS sized if they were going proper handheld mode. Like, okay, maybe not that small, but you know what I mean? A little bit smaller than this. Like
as far as I can tell, when because people have played around with this, they say it's like noticeably smaller.
okay.
Like when you hold it, and the thing that gets me is like noticeably lighter. I'm like,
That's cool,
Thank
yeah.
God, thank God.
Take my money.
The one thing that bugs me though is that all the versions, because there's 3 versions, the black, yellow, and
Blue, yeah.
all of the thumbsticks are white.
Yeah.
And I think that's stupid
They're gonna
because
get-
like they're
they're
gonna
gonna
get
get
dirty
dirty.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Especially when this is marketed as like, hey, this is a bit more durable for your kids.
Oh my god! Put it in your backpack. It's gonna come out like brown,
Yeah, no, dumb.
like my new blue and brown color scheme. It's great.
But that's out on September 20th, very soon.
Oh boy!
And the Pokemon version obviously launching with Pokemon Sword and Shield on November 8th.
That's when you're gonna buy. You and Shiny.
Yeah, that one is so nice. I fucking love it. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's a Switch Lite.
That's the Switch Lite.
I reckon when it gets it, it'll probably cost 4.5, 5.
I would assume 4.5, around 5. Yeah.
It's a pity though, because if we did and I know it'll never work like this, but if you directly converted, it would be 3 to 3.5, which is like,
It's not just us getting screwed. Like the UK, it got announced at $200. The UK price is £200. It's like, why you got to do me like this, Nintendo?
What is this?
From good news to meme news, it seems like Facebook is making a VR version of Splinter Cell, and I'm very sad that Sam Fisher is being fucked like this. He deserves a brand new mainline game and doesn't deserve this bullshit.
Yeah. Oh my.
So yeah, I just really like this headline from Brad. Sam Fisher trades in his envy for VR.
Nice.
Very good. I like that a lot. Getting a Lord of the Rings MMO from Amazon.
Cool.
So that's a hellscape. Logitech made this new headset for PC that uses microphones from Blue. Who, if you don't know, they make the Blue Yeti microphones, which are like streamer favorites. So apparently it's a pretty good one.
That's cool.
Destiny's getting new... Division's getting new content. Destiny's getting new content. Water is still wet.
Wow.
This Pokemon card worth $60,000 just disappeared. Is this just like this trainer card?
Must be.
My dudes, I'll print them for you. It's okay.
I have a printer. We can
I have
fix
a printer. There's paper.
Good lord.
Destiny's got... Whoa.
What the heck?
Oh, so Darren did tell me this game was like weird with its female characters, but this screenshot definitely drives that home. Kill la Kill, the game. IF.
Feels fast, fun, and fashionable in action.
Fashionable, yes, because they're hardly wearing any clothing.
Shizak.
My goodness.
Where are your pants, woman?
But she's got armor all on the front, and then you just see her
pants.
ass?
I mean...
Fucking anime.
What is this? Anime, why you like this? Oh, it's a fighting game.
Yeah, it's a fighting game, like an Arxis fighting game, but it's weird, and also everyone's naked. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not down. Fucking anime. God damn it.
Damn news. Damn anime. Damn anime.
Damn anime. No Man's Sky's Sean Murray explained that the developers behind games like Anthem and Fallout 76, who didn't have great launches, they should probably practice some radio silence, which is good advice.
I think coming from a man who had the exact same sort of launch and has a full-on redemption arc and the experience, yes, maybe learn something from him.
Yeah. Cuphead is getting a TV series.
That is very cool.
On Netflix, an animated TV series, which is apparently going to retain the style of the original, which I think is awesome. I wonder if they'll keep Cuphead and Mugman silent. Because they don't talk in the game.
I know, I'm sure they'll have to talk. I don't know, maybe not, but I imagine they would have to talk.
I want to get King Dice back in there.
I still need to play Cuphead, man.
All right, you've never played it.
Never played it.
Fuck, man, that song. But you've listened to the soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack's awesome.
So good.
When the news was like
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order didn't want to have an alien protagonist because they didn't want to alienate players, which is the dumbest sentence I've ever heard in my life.
They didn't want to alienate fans with an alien.
It makes no sense. It's so dumb.
That is hilarious.
There was a whole bunch of bullshit to do with GTA this week, which is, if you don't know, GTA is like a key reseller site and has been cited by a lot of companies and indie developers as like, basically a lot of fraud happens there. So people use stolen credit cards to buy keys off places like Steam or whatever and then flip them on G2A. And then when the chargeback comes, G2A, it becomes the developer's issue to deal with these chargebacks and they lose money and G2A has just made money off stolen goods.
Nice.
And they 100% know that this happens on their platform, but they play the innocent and go, we just offer the service, whatever.
We're just a mediator.
It's been a whole another thing of indie devs going, listen, rather than buying my game off G2A, just fucking pirate it. And G2A is being like, why are we getting such a bad rap? God.
Like, come on, what's this?
Yeah, exactly. So
Tinder news. What pro? don't have a secret Tinder if you're going live. What? Okay.
A lesson that streamer whatever learned the hard way when his girlfriend confronted him during his stream of League of Legends.
Oh.
Yikes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Fucking rip.
I need to go find that video.
A+ to that girl.
That is hilarious. Why would you do that?
Why not? I think that's
No,
about
I'm
it.
talking about him, not her.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. That's about it. Yeah, that's GNUs.
GNUs?
GNUs. Like a GNU, but news.
Who reviewed Sea of Solitude? Is it good?
Brad.
You like
Apparently
it?
he loved it. Yeah, he gave it a 9.
Oh, hot
I really
damn.
want to play it as well. So
Looks interesting. Okay.
we over time. Oh my god!
Oh, we're fine. We got 10
spoke
minutes
about
for
Switch
questions.
forever. Send us a Switch,
Switch is
Nintendo.
life. Who does Nintendo locally call?
I have contacts.
Oh, interesting.
I'll chat to them. I'll chat.
Okay, so Migs is back in full force.
If you want to send questions like Migs does to Checkpoint Chat, you can tweet at us at Checkpoint Chat on Twitter. checkpointchatpodcast@gmail.com. Reset that counter, that email counter.
No, reset the counter.
We've also got a Facebook page that Matty, I don't know, sprinkles with love
Every now and then.
It's facebook.com/checkpointchat.
Yeah, follow us on all
We should
the
make a
things.
WhatsApp group.
What? We should
Send
have
us
our
your
own,
WhatsApps.
We should have our own Discord group.
Send us your gifts.
Doing a Discord page because that's what all the cool kids are doing now.
Is it?
That's
Okay.
okay.
And custom emoji.
Yeah, we have our own custom checkpoint chat emoji. Okay, so Megs is back. He says, Matt, will you take up on Alessandra's offer to do a semi-old games podcast episode with the Destiny Tortoise Man? The guy Alessandra
I'm so
drags
happy
in when
I
you're
have a new
off
name for
gallivanting with
Glenn.
Len's.
I'm so
Destiny
happy.
Tortoise Man.
Destiny Tortoise Man.
It is good.
Turtleneck Gang founder Glenn.
Yeah, I listened to that episode. I enjoyed it. But I was telling you before we started recording, I was angry with Glenn because he's like, I don't like 5-star because
What an
like,
asshole.
because Matty ruined it for me. He said some bullshit
Yeah,
thing
he's like Matty overhyped
he
it.
overhyped. I'm like, no, I didn't. The 5-star is good. Okay, fact. Don't even.
I nearly bought you one today.
Don't at me. Oh, you didn't, but you bought me a delicious
I
other
bought you
sugar.
something with like
sugar in a
2
can.
worths of sugar
It's
in there. so-
5 stars in a can.
Yeah.
But then late in the episode, you guys were like, yeah, you two should start a retro podcast. Like, yeah, Glenn,
That's pretty cool.
Let's do it.
I love how we call retro just because Glenn is playing like fucking Arkham Knight from 4 years ago.
Well, that I get given so much shit as I like. Okay, more recent, not this episode, but in the past month or two, I've played more recent games. But I always get such a bad rap, and everyone still gives Checkpoint Chat. Well, when I say everyone, I mean our group of friends gives us shit saying
Mainly
like,
just Curvin because he's an asshole.
yeah, like I can't wait to hear Checkpoint Chat talk about this new game in like 3 years from
It's
now.
fun. We can talk shit about them here because they actually don't,
They
listen anyway.
It's
So,
fine. Hey,
yeah.
Kevin, how dare you?
Yeah. Fuck you.
Don't at me. Please don't beat me up. Okay, next question. Meg says, Alessandra, how is your health? Has the foot issue resolved itself?
Oh, the whole gout thing.
Actually, yeah.
hasn't come back. So,
Huh.
and I
Good
haven't
stuff.
really
But-
changed much. So,
But you did initially change your diet.
I did. Yeah, I was meant to like not eat red meat for like a month so they could do tests, and then I ate red meat like once, and the doctor was like, "No, you need to go like a whole fucking month."
Oh, shit.
And I was like, "Fuck that."
Hell no. But you haven't had it
I
though,
haven't
at
had
least.
it, no.
That's good.
No. So,
Okay.
yeah.
A while back, I asked if you guys were into doing collections. Lately, I started going into Blu-rays for the extra content and the low price to get them. What is your new collection obsession or new items in your collection? I actually have not collected anything for
You
ages.
collect emotions.
I collect emotions. What?
You collect stream followers.
Yes, I collect followers. I don't know. So at work, I've got my collection of gaming collectibles. I have like Amiibo and this little Blizzard cute but deadly figurines,
So
some
cool.
Funko
Yeah.
Pops. At work though, I had all my Blizzard items and my Funko Pops, and I recently swapped them out
Oh.
for my Amiibos. So like I basically
okay.
took them home and then took my Amiibos to work. So I'm like, let me just give
You
my
got a
work
Kirby at work?
Yeah, I've got a Kirby at work. So I'm like, let me give my workspace a refresh. And when that happened, it actually dawned on me that I haven't bought a thing for like.
Yeah,
the
you were big
longest
into
time.
Amiibo at one
Yeah,
point.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm still gonna buy. Moving forward, that Link Amiibo's got
Oh
my,
yeah, that Link
it's got
Awakenings
my-
Amiibo.
See, my problem with Amiibo is that I always underestimate how popular they are, and they
Yeah.
sell out. So by the time I
Especially
realize,
lately.
I'm like, oh shit, it's sold out. I'm never gonna get it now. Like
Yeah.
I still want a Cloud Amiibo.
Fuck yeah, they're so
Which-
expensive.
which
I
is,
should have looked in the States for you.
No, but I don't even know if you would find
they
them,
even
but,
the rarity there's even worse.
but
yeah.
other than that, like I haven't really collected anything for
I'm pretty
Yeah.
much the same. I like buy stuff.
Yeah.
Like I've got lots of figurines and stuff, but I'm not aiming to finish out a collection.
Oh yeah, no, I've never finished a collection. It's more like, hey, I like that, I want it.
I buy a lot of amiibo, but I buy the amiibo like that I want.
Yeah.
I'm not like I know David for a while. I don't think he does it anymore, but was
He
buying like
bought
every
every
amiibo.
amiibo. It's an
and I know
expensive hobby.
Per Schneider, who's the editor in chief at IGN, does that. Like it's fucking obscene.
It's a lot of,
But yeah, so I don't collect. And I don't collect like movies or anything.
you got a
or-
nice little collection in there. And
Yeah,
I say
yeah,
little like it's nothing, but it's a lot. But
Yeah,
it's nice.
it's a lot.
Look, I look at your collection, say that's a cool collection. Then I think of our good friend Garth, and I'm like,
Oh my lord, yeah.
Your
I'm
collection
nothing compared to
pales.
this. Yeah,
it's our good Wookiee's collection of stuff.
his stuff. It's always fun visiting him because he's just got glass cabinets of figurines
Yeah.
and they're so beautiful. Oh my goodness, they're so.
He always
nice.
has something new. Like, oh,
I do.
man.
I do find it funny. I think he was asking on Twitter this week, like, is it weird that he will buy like a figurine and then wait for a good day to open it? And I'm like, yeah. To me, that's weird because I'm like, I want to do
You want
this
it
right
now,
now.
yeah. I think, but I think Darren say, no, Darren said he opens his stuff immediately. I can't remember.
Yeah, Darren opens immediately.
But
But
I-
no control.
So I think Garth and Abigail, they'll go to Rage, for example, see a whole lot of stuff on special, buy them, but they won't open them immediately. It's exactly what Garth says. You're like, cool, I
Wait
opened
for a
one
good
today,
day, yeah.
and then a month from now, I open another one.
But he like savors it. And
Yeah.
it's a whole event. It's pretty cool going to like Artist Alley with them at Rage because I'll be like, oh, that figurine's pretty cool, and Garth will be like, yeah, but that's an inflated price. Like he'll know
he knows,
shit, and I don't know that shit.
He should
so-
do more unboxings. Actually, he's
Yeah.
the right person.
and that shit does
but
well.
Actually, between him and Darren, they should both do unboxings because
yeah,
it is
they're
a
the hot
niche
toy
thing, but
connoisseurs.
it's I don't know if it's covered enough locally. So
No, it would be really cool. And those hot toy figurines are
they are
incredible.
beautiful. They are so expensive, but they are really beautiful.
Darren was raging this week because he had a Batman one that was delayed for like the 7th month in a row or something like that. Yeah, he's
Jeez.
very unhappy.
His Batman collection though is amazing.
It's incredible,
He has like
yeah.
all of the film
And
Batmans.
I think I've heard him over the past year every time being like, "This is the last Batman I'm buying."
Nope, Darren.
He's
This is
he's
your
hooked, man.
intervention.
He's hooked.
Okay, what are your guys' opinions on keyboards? Do you prefer the standard plastic silent up or mechanical,
Hell no.
mostly noisy
Fuck that
keyboards?
noise.
Wait,
Mechanical all the way.
oh, you do realize what you just said? He's
No,
like,
he said
do you
plasticky ones, and I
No,
was like,
but he's
"Oh."
like, or do you prefer the mechanical, mostly noisy keyboards? And you're like, fuck that noise. I'm like, wait, what? So what does this mean?
No,
mechanical for life.
Mechanical for life. Like,
I think the thing is, as someone who, if you've never owned a mechanical keyboard, let's say, okay, this is my context. I've played games years ago where friends of mine had mechanical keyboards. You can hear them typing, and it's like, it's so annoying. Like, please stop it. Why would you want such a noisy keyboard? And then I got a mechanical keyboard from you, and oh my god, you'll
Changes
never
your life,
go
yeah.
back to anything else. It's just typing on a mechanical keyboard is so nice.
But that's the thing. I'm not buying a mechanical keyboard for like, oh, I'm a pro gamer or whatever. Like
No,
that.
no.
I'm even getting mechanical switches that are bad for gaming because they're slower, but typing on it
It's
is
so
second
nice,
to none.
yeah.
It's like blue switches and brown switches with like incredibly good tactile feedback. Oh, they just like I like my
just feels
I like
good.
my laptop's keyboard, and that's like a membrane one, obviously. But like, if given the choice, mechanical. I'm even looking at buying like another one, and I don't need one, but I want
Don't
one.
You and John Michael should talk. He's also looking for one.
I love. You should tell him that there's a retailer locally that stocks the Ducky mechanical keyboards, which are some of the best in the world. And
God damn.
I really want to take it to work, but I'll get murdered.
Okay. Well, you're gonna die.
They're too loud.
Okay. Meg says, I really appreciate that you do podcast recordings in the same proximity to each other instead of simply calling in and recording. Podcasts that do the former irritate me, especially if it's done badly. Since
You
I
mean
can
the
hear-
latter?
I mean the latter. Yeah. Oh, I'm just reading verbatim.
Okay.
Podcasts that do the latter irritate me, especially if it's done badly, since I can hear the hiss, etc. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'm super like, this is the reason that because Darren has desperately wanted to be on episodes of the podcast, and I desperately want him to get him on. But even if we use something like Discord that has little latency between audio and like its video, it doesn't work. I find that you lose a a big part of the chemistry when you're not in the same room together. And even if you're looking at each other over video, and
it's difficult.
it's hard.
Yeah.
It's not impossible because Giant Bomb did a Dragon Ball Z podcast series with Jeff Gertzman and Dan Reichert, and they were on other ends of the United States, and it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
But they've also been working together for years, and they also podcasted together in person multiple times, so it's very different.
To me, the only way I can sort of explain this phenomenon. I'm not going to call it a phenomenon, but like to me the same as like the difference between WhatsApping and getting on a phone call. Like you and I can have a conversation on WhatsApp, which is fine, but if you have a phone call, it's a different thing. There's a lot more context, a lot more tone, that sort of thing. And the same applies with podcasting, I feel, whereas we could do the whole Discord, this, that.
It would definitely help you.
No, but I mean, it would, but we lose, like, there's a different vibe to being able to, like, look at you and be like, whoa, why are you pulling a zap at me?
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez,
exactly.
Like, put it away.
You lose that entirely. And then it also becomes a bit of an issue when, like, you're trying to splice together two different audio recordings because the only way to do it is to have people record, locally with them, because you don't want to record like shitty compressed audio. And that, I've gone through that. Not a good time. It's a pain. This is much better. We're in a controlled environment. It's way better. So that's why I get Glenn to fill in when Matty's not here, because Glenn lives close enough and not like Darren. And I feel really bad because I know Darren wants to be on here. But it's
love to have Darren on.
It's just like when he comes to visit, hell yeah. But I'm cautious.
Is he coming up for Rage?
It's coming up for Comic-Con.
Okay. Yeah. I think we should.
We'll make a plan.
Make a plan.
Definitely
have
make a
good
plan.
old Darren on.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Well, speaking of that, Mixes, have you guys booked your tickets for Comic-Con Africa and Rage Expo yet?
I'll be there at Comic-Con. I don't know. I don't think I'll be at Rage.
I haven't been to Rage for so long now, and I'm like,
last year was a complete waste for me.
But Comic-Con, I regret not going last year. I think it was the first one.
Comic-Con was
right?
fun. Yeah, it was fun. It was way too hot, but it was fun.
But it was one of those things where I was like, I'm not going to go. Then I regret not going because it looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll organize your pass for this year. No, you need to go. I thoroughly enjoyed Comic-Con last year, and Rage I found incredibly boring. But I say this from a perspective where a lot of the stuff that's shown at Rage is stuff I've seen, which I feel privileged to have seen. So it's boring for me. I'm not saying the show itself is boring.
Take your #journo privilege somewhere else.
Yeah. But I do think Comic-Con was a better show last year, irrespectively. I think it was a lot of
have
fun.
you seen the lineup for Comic-Con this year?
Damn, William Shatner got confirmed.
William Shatner is coming. Yeah. Troy Breaker.
I love William Shatner in Star Wars. He's great.
Yeah. Oh my God. Someone made the same joke in my office yesterday. So I have a colleague who's a massive Star Wars fan. He's like, I'm going to go piss off quickly. Hey, you hear William Shatner's coming? The dude from
Emperor Palpatine.
From Star Trek, yeah. I wonder if he's going to bring his sidekick with, the Chewbacca. I was like, what?
Yeah, good.
Damn.
We've got Troy Baker and Nolan North. We got Bran Kid from Game of Thrones.
Bran.
He's just going to rock up in a chair.
He's going to rock up and stare.
Yeah, just like...
And then he'll make a review like, why do you think I came all this way?
Why do you think I came all this way? To be your king.
Oh, yes. Anthony Mackie. He didn't come last year.
No, he was meant to, but then there was all the shit with like hurricanes. And
so he's coming this year. So, I mean, even that alone is a really cool lineup of celebs.
I just hope they don't all pull out at the end like they did last year.
No, please no. But it makes me happy because I think a lot of celebrities have no touch point with Africa / South Africa. And it's a cool thing to be like, hey, look at us. Like, we're actually a country that has cool stuff,
They come here and do safaris. It's a good time.
I think we're actually talking about this yesterday, how a lot of foreigners arrive and they're amazed that South Africa is as developed as it is. Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, we've been to the States multiple times for E3. And how many times have you been in the car with like an Uber driver and they're like, where are you from? You're like, from South Africa. They're like, oh, yeah, a continent, but what country? And you're just like, motherfucker.
Come on.
Are you dumb?
What is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know all the countries in the world, sure, but South Africa's prominent.
It's quite a thing.
We had shit happen here. We had the World Cup.
Yeah, 2010. It wasn't even that long ago.
We had the World Cup. We had Mandela.
and that's it. Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we
have Charlize Theron.
Yeah, we have Charlize Theron. We have lions
Roger,
that don't roam the street.
Roger Federer's mom is South African.
Roger
I think.
Federer's mom. Yeah, you see, we've got people.
Elon Musk. Excuse me.
Elon Musk.
South African.
But a lot of Americans don't like him at the moment, so you know.
Elon Musk, not from South Africa.
Not from South Africa. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
no, just kidding. We love you, Elon. Come home.
Elongate.
Oh no. That's episode.
That's 59.
Minus 10.
Minus 10
the
nice
pure
episode. Yeah. I keep telling myself
boy.
that every episode I'm going to keep a notebook here so I can write down potential names during the thing.
No, but you forget.
And I always forget, and then I listen to the podcast again and I'm like, oh yeah, we made that joke. That's a good joke.
Let's put that in the heading. We'll be back next week.
Next week. You're not going away again next week? Fantastic.
No, not this time.
No more weddings for a while.
Got a wedding in October.
Fuck's sake.
I'll be away that weekend.
Fuck's sake. And that's like busy time.
Actually, I'll be away 2 weekends.
Fuck.
We'll make a plan.
I'm going to employ Glenn permanently.
Wait, what is his name? Destiny Tortoise Man.
Tortoise Man. Yeah, Tortoise Man Glenn.
Destiny Tortoise Man will be my replacement.
I need Jeff to Photoshop this ASAP, honestly.
Yeah. No.
Thank you for listening to episode 59 of Checkpoint Chat. We'll catch you next week.
Wait, but before we bounce, if you like what you hear, don't be scared to give us a rating and review on if your podcast platform allows it. I know Apple Podcast allows it. I don't know about
Anchor
Google.
does, I think, as well.
Anchor.
I don't know about Google.
Give us a thumbs up.
Yeah, give us a
rating,
thumbs up, a star.
review, write us some words.
We don't have a Patreon, so we just need your kind words.
Join our Discord.
When it exists. And subscribe to Matty's Twitch channel.
Yes, twitch.tv/hearinese.
Yeah, he streams cool things like I'm a monster.
Oh my god.
Because he is a monster.
I confess that I'm a monster. Inadvertently.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.